without tear ducts. That might have been Sawyer laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to Plus Time, a live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers, and as always, I'm here to remind you that even though things suck right now, there's at least a possibility that they won't always suck. They say comedy is just tragedy plus time, but if we keep moving forward and we keep using whatever extra time we have to create things, we can all look back on this one day and laugh. That is, if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of 92 episodes and my brother of 30 years, Drew Rogers.
Hello.
Drew! Sorry,
how you doing?
A little steppy step. I'm doing okay, but see, look, there's a step at the bottom of the stool right here, and I'm just like trying to get my okay, there's a step there. I was trying to kick it out. I was trying to do it all smooth. It was like, right? But I couldn't do it. And now I've like messed up the camera and everything. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Good.
I've just been hawking ice cream all day.
Yeah. That's why we call you the ice cream hawk.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what you call me.
I'm sorry. I keep moving this around. This is sloppy, you guys. It's almost like we're not professionals. All right. Yeah. Come on, step. Sure. All right, I got the step. We're good. How's it going to me now? All right. As always, we're brought to you unofficially by Ginger's Bunkhouse Spicy Ginger Ale. Ginger should thank me for sending her kids to college because this shit ain't cheap as hell. But it sure is good as hell. That's one of their slogans, as you know. Validate us. What else? As you know, time is if you're a first-timey timing right now. If you're just a second, just among a sea of hours and eons, then you might not know that the thing that sets us apart from all the Jimmys and Jameses of late-night television is my name is one syllable or two syllables is longer than theirs. And also, Drew draws better than Andy Richter does. I'm going to keep making that claim until Andy Richter steps up and tries. I feel like he doesn't.
Try anything. He did well on Jeopardy.
He did do well on Jeopardy. That's true. Like, I feel like he did well on Jeopardy. Not because I don't think he's like a dumb guy, but I think like the celebrity Jeopardy questions are often just like, you know this. Like, it's all for charity, all right? You should know it. And Andy Richter's like, yeah, no, I know basic things.
I know basic things. But it's for charity at the same point. So it's like,
exactly.
You know things. Good job.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Andy Richter. I'm not trying to downplay your knowledge, Andy Richter. I'm only trying to downplay your terrible artistic skills. I'm sure. I'm making this claim. Prove it's not elsewise.
The only problem with hey, I'm gonna represent this charity is that like some other charity is just like, oh well, sorry. I guess we won't have money to help research cancer. Let's go, kids. Come on, back on the bus.
But at least, and it's just like another charity that's just like, why is that even a charity? It's just like, we provide refrigerator magnets for at-risk youth. Like, what do they need? Why do they need those? They can buy those.
We actually support humans for support animals.
I know what you're thinking. Do we try to pair them with other animals that don't have anyone? No, most of the animals that need a support human are already supported. support animals for someone else. So it's just like this whole just circle of things happening. And eventually you get to the top of the pyramid and it's just a dog. It's a Pomeranian who's just like
Oh, Pomeranian.
we're taking you down, mental health dogs. But like I was saying, the thing that sets us apart, Drew draws real good, and as you can see, like up in the corner over there of the screen, Drew drew the logo that you can't really see that good. Well, maybe if we do this, you can see it a little bit better, actually. Yeah, there we go. You see that? Drew made that logo there, and all sorts of other things around. You know,
Stanley behind.
Stanley behind you.
And then lots of other weird stuffs.
Yeah, we got this guy from a couple weeks back, and we got this guy from last week, or no, 2 weeks ago. This is the guy from last week. It's, all kinds of stuff. And Drew will pay attention and participate in the conversation, but also he'll be scribbling the whole time. Like he draws stuff, and then all of a sudden at the end we got a whole tapestry of callbacks. So let's take a look at last week's. All right, we got a guy with really long nose hair. We don't lick scabs, which I think was a misunderstanding of some kind. I forget what that was.
I put an ice cream cone the same exact place almost that I put it last time.
Did you really?
Except
awesome.
This one has a hawk face. So
nice hawk-faced ice cream. I dig it. Let's see. We got haircut vibes. Is that my haircut or just general haircut vibes?
Just general haircut. We were just talking about how good a new haircut feels.
Yeah, new haircut feels so good.
Bottom left is Bruce Willis in Die Hard versus Rocky for some reason. I can't remember.
Right. Yeah, I think we were just talking about both of those franchises or something.
There's Will Diaz doing Law from Home in his boxers.
Yeah.
Whatever we named our new guy last.
I know. I was just thinking. I think I wrote it down actually in here. I should be able to find it. I think. Yep.
To the right of that,
Mikey Two Mouths Kahlo.
To the right of that is roughly what scientists think a person would look like in order to like evolve to survive a car crash.
Wow.
I don't remember what the evil mushroom is, but I know we were talking shit about marsupials for a second, which is why the kangaroo is down there. Like, fuck with me and find out.
Yeah. We don't want to piss off marsupials that much. We just made fun of your pockets a little bit, you know?
Just make fun.
I think it's fair game, right? You probably make fun of us for wearing clothes and shit.
Right? They're like, look at this asshole over here.
So I guess it would be no surprise to mention that I've been watching still a shit ton of Columbo. And here's a little fun fact. The last episode I watched aired 34 years ago yesterday. Which is like 11 days before my birth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I told our dad, I texted our dad about it, and I was just texting him to see how he was feeling. He wasn't feeling, he's been under the weather. And I was like, oh yeah, I just watched a Columbo episode from 11 days before my birthday. He's like, oh, I kind of remember that time. I was like, yeah, Fisher Stevens plays a movie director / murderer. And he goes, is he like in brown face? Is he like an Indian guy? I was like, no, he's just regular Fisher Stevens, like from the early edition. Anyway. So that, and still lots of Columbo, and Poker Face is awesome, and Party Down is back.
I watched the pilot.
Did you watch the new one? Yeah,
pilot, whatever.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. So good. It's so good, especially like that ending of it. It's like, okay, you know. If you haven't watched it and you are a Party Down fan, get on that shit. It's real cheap to have stars, actually. So, you know, those are the two of the streaming services that are happening right now that I like am very much like, yeah, you guys are doing good. It's Peacock, is just like across the board, kind of just like doing it right. And
Mhm.
Stars has Party Down. Stars has some other good stuff on there too. Like they have all the Spider-Man movies, or at least they did last I checked. But Party Down is really like the main event as far as I'm
Mhm.
concerned.
Yeah, shows
All
amazing.
right. What else?
Well, I'm really happy that the My Struggle song came back up in
Right,
the
yeah.
episode of Party
Party
Down.
Down. Right.
Because it was like, it's such like a dumb bit that it just like, I rewatched it recently and I was like, that's such a stupid thing, but so funny at the same time.
Yeah.
And then to
just like
immediately hop into like, oh yeah, so now he's getting in trouble because of that song.
right. It was just really that episode was just artfully done, but it also like it's funny because it's like you said, it's like a repilot where it's just like, okay, let's just have a reason to bring everybody back together for here or whatever. But then it just like it feels like no time has passed because that show is just so like ageless in a weird way. I think it's also the costumes and everything. Obviously that's going to stay consistent,
Mhm.
but it just makes it easier for it to just feel like no time has passed, even though everyone has aged 12 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Martin Starr definitely looks older, and mainly just
I think
because
he's
his goatee.
supposed to look older and sadder.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's like he and Ron are like the only ones that like are still consistently working for Party
Mhm.
Down.
And I love
Highly recommend.
it's just a fun show.
So good. Yeah, I mean, I want to be more specific, but I want to give people time to catch up a little bit.
Same.
Just shout out in the comments if you've already watched Party Down, or if you haven't watched Party Down, or if you haven't heard of Party Down, or if you've never partied down or up. If you've only partied up, let us know. I feel like that just means like if you only are doing like cocaine,
Okay.
something all the time. No, party down, chill.
If
Just
you're
relax.
on ecstasy, we'd love to hear from you.
We'd love to hear all about it. But anyway, party down. Go ahead.
The Last of Us. I know that you want to play through the game first.
Yeah.
Respect. Go for it.
Thank you.
So good.
Yeah, I haven't
Such a
seen
good
any real
adaptation
complaints
of it.
about it, which is good. Because like that's a real rarity for video game adaptations. You know what I mean?
It absolutely is, and there's some things that feel like shot by shot. Like
Yeah.
the video game, like especially there's parts in the pilot that it's like, holy shit!
Like you feel like you're playing it a little bit.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, like everyone seems pretty satisfied by just like the way it's been adapted, and yeah, like for anything that is a feat, but like especially for video game stuff where no one has ever been happy about a video game adaptation ever, right?
Yeah. And I just remembered why there is an evil mushroom in the
because of The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Yep, that makes sense. Hold on a second.
Oh, it's so good.
This cat is getting up on this desk, so I'm putting my ginger ale in this drawer so it doesn't spill all over the place.
Oh, I got I went to the comic book store for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
I'll be back.
Sweet.
So this
is that Janet Snakehole? That's so good. Hold on, let me make that bigger. Yeah, that's so good. Man, shortly, I'm sure I talked about it at the time, but like shortly after we moved here, we just like did a whole Parks and Rec rewatch, and it's so fucking delightful.
and that's I also got this.
Okay, hold on a second. Is that Tony Soprano?
That is Tony Soprano.
I love that so much.
So I'm gonna like try to sculpt my own Funko stuff, And
Yeah.
I decided to start with pets and my own pets. So I'm turning this like
Yeah.
Pongo from 101 Dalmatians into my dog. And if I like carving it and everything, then I might start doing it more.
Hell yeah, dude. I like
People love
that.
their pets. I know I do.
Yeah. I like that. Speaking of comic book store, so I can't remember if I talked about it last week or not, but like,
I had one other thing.
oh yeah, no, please.
This is one of the most important books I have ever read in my life.
Oh, Mouse, yeah.
If you've never read Mouse, I would consider it for sure. It is not a, happy book in a lot of ways, of course. This is the depiction of Nazi Germany as told by mice who are Jewish and cats who are the Nazis. So it's a very good book. Recommend it. And
highly recommended. Yeah, not uplifting, obviously, by any means, but it's it's
important.
good reading. Certainly.
Yeah. So now we do comedy.
So speaking of comic books, though, like there's a place in town called My Parents' Basement. Did I tell you about this yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, good, cool. It's like it is a bar, restaurant / arcade and comic book store.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. So like I had read about it shortly after we got here, and then I looked up where it was, and I didn't understand where anything was at the time, and I was like, that seems so far. That's probably like 45 minutes away, and it was like a 20-minute drive. Like it was not that bad at all. But it's a cool place. We went there, like 2 weekends ago or something, because Anna had gone there the week before. She was like, this place is awesome. You got to check it out. And she got me a comic book, which I will grab now. It's an Ed Brubaker thing. Let's see.
Hi, Kat. What's your favorite book? Just in general. Do you have one? Oh,
this isn't my favorite book probably, but it's good so far. It's like, as you know, I've been super into just like detective stuff recently, like between Fletch and Columbo and Poker Face and all of it really. But so this one was pretty hardcore. It's good. It's Ed Brubaker. I like Ed Brubaker, creator of Winter Soldier and what have you.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that looks like a delicious ginger ale.
Boy, howdy! Sure it is, Drew. Thank you for noticing. This is, of course, a Ginger's Bunkhouse Spicy Ginger Ale. Please validate us and sponsor us, please. Here is your art. Here is your bunkhouse. And here is your endorsement. Spicy, that's good. That's where all the burps live.
I do need to get some. I'll probably order some soon.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely gonna bring you some when we all go on vacation together.
Yeah, and I got that approved by my work.
Oh yeah, nice.
So fun times for all. We're going to Tennessee.
Yup. And
but I'm not telling you what week.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you when. Could be in December. It's not, but it could be. You don't know.
It's to make up for December.
Pretty much,
didn't do anything as a family for Christmas. We were like, let's just get a cabin when it's nicer. So
I'm very excited about it. So much so that I'm barely present throughout the rest of my day. I pretty much just like wake up and I'm just like on autopilot until we're headed to Tennessee. No, actually, this past weekend we went and we visited Anna's parents and we had a pretty good time. Hanging out with all of her farm animals and whatnot. And we left with so many eggs, guys. So many. And you see how expensive those things are right now. I swear. I'm rolling in eggs over here, you guys. Just rolling in them. I got all sorts of chicken butt juice on them. That's how you know they're real, not a simulation. Not made in a little petri dish or something. All right, science. Let's see. But yeah, that was good.
I started drawing a what was a goat, and it kind of went off the rails.
Yeah.
See, I normally work with a pen that's a little bit like thicker, but
Yeah.
this
It's
is smaller,
like a
so I'm like
fine tip.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like don't have the same control. So it was like that turned out looking weird.
One of these days, I'm just gonna send you like just a really fat marker that's just like this big, just like good luck, man. That's what I want for us. Is I want you to receive a package in the mail that is just a fat marker and it's just signed by Andy Richter, and it's just like good luck with it now, asshole. That's the plan, you guys. We're only in this to piss off Andy Richter.
Just specifically piss off Andy Richter.
Yeah. If we happen to piss off James Corden, that is just a big old bonus. Anna said, "Baby goats and pigs." Yes, we saw baby goats and pigs. We saw a baby goat. Yeah. We saw a baby goat that had like white legs, so it just looks like it's wearing pants, and you could tell it thinks it's better than all the other ones that aren't wearing pants. It was funny. We stayed there on Saturday night, and we hung out most of Sunday, and we were pulling away, and we had already like said goodbye to her parents and everything, and we're like pulling out, and then I was like, "Hey, you should get a belt for that one with the pants on it." You know?
Silly.
Then they were like, "What?" And then they came over to the car and be like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "You gotta get a belt for the one that has pants on." And then when they got closer, I got quieter. I was like, "Why can't I hear you?"
Just in case.
I was like, "I think this is funnier from far away." Okay, what else happened in the past week? I feel like it's just been nothing but farm smells and Colombo fog. It's been good. I told you earlier.
Colombo fog smells like a brand of marijuana.
Doesn't it? It kind of does. I would like to try Colombo fog. What was I gonna say? Oh no, I was telling you earlier. You asked if we had a guest book for today, and I was like, no. I was like, to be honest, man. Long story short, I made a really ridiculously complicated enchilada bake recipe last night, and basically, I haven't spoken to another human being until about 10 minutes ago. It was way too dense with instructions. It was just like my brain couldn't make sense of it. It turned out really good, and we have some leftovers, and I'm gonna heat that up here in a bit. But boy, I was just like, I started at like 3 p.m. I was like, I got a little time right now. I can just go ahead and chop some vegetables or whatever. And we didn't eat until like 8 o'clock, and I don't think I stopped. I was like, what? And it, when it was all said and done, like on the recipe, it's like, this takes 40 minutes or whatever. But I think it just like vastly overestimates my knife skills. Just because I worked in a lot of restaurants, you think I can chop shit really fast? No, I'm going to take my time and make sure it's uniform. I want these jalapenos small as shit. You say finely dice it in the instructions. I'm going to finely dice it, goddamn.
Yeah. But, hurry up.
Look, you want it good or do you want it now? Plug my drums in, which is actually in conflict with this step that I had so much trouble pushing out earlier. So I'm going to put that step back in, and now I have drums.
That's exactly what we needed. What we were missing.
Drums. That's John Lennon's catchphrase.
Drums.
That's a Comedy Bang Bang bit. Which, again, Which again, my post from I think it was yesterday. Like nothing makes me feel more insane than pausing Comedy Bang Bang to try to explain to my girlfriend why I'm laughing so hard. It's true. Every time you just like start to explain, like, well, you see, like he was a janitor, but the other guy was a plumber, and then he was like, "Oh no, that's gross." And then you just like hear yourself, and you're like, What is wrong with me?
What is going on?
you know. So, but I love Comedy Bang Bang. I've said it many times, and the show is streaming still on YouTube. A good chunk of it, only like half of it, really, but a lot of it still.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break because I don't have any words to say, and I'm gonna take a little jog around the room, and then when I come back, we'll say more words. No, we've done that too many times recently. I'm gonna do this one. You remember that? That was you made that off of the first episode where Ty was talking about how much he loves cereal. I don't know where you're at right now, Ty Moore. My guess is probably at the open mic hosted by Ian Miller and Dan Seabury. I hope you guys are having a good time. Just so full of cereal. He just brings his own cereal to the bar now. I would buy a cereal with Ty Moore's face on it. I would be like, oh yeah, that just it feels like that's an endorsement I can get behind. That guy knows his cereal. Shout out Ty Moore, as usual. Boom, boom. What else happened in the past week?
Disaster in Ohio.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, I mean, the train explosion happened before that, but like, what else did I miss?
Dude, it's just Ohio, and it's just falling apart.
Yeah. It's not snowy there today, right? It's like 47 or something.
It on record has not snowed since they first started like the almanac. It's like a record.
Oh, at the end of February?
Yeah, or just February in general. To have had like no accumulative snow.
I feel like I remember February snow.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
there's no snow. We had no snow.
Oh, this time you had. Okay, I see. Like none. It's on record the first time. You had none in February.
And I think it was like the heat record too.
Really? So I moved away for warmer climates or whatever. And then Ohio was like, he's gone. We don't have to be this cold anymore.
Guys, it's okay.
He's gone. It's all right, everybody. Let's get tropical. There's palm trees sprouting up everywhere. Everybody's holding a pineapple for some reason. How did this happen?
The state just hands out a bunch of steel drums.
Yep. It's just like a magical thing. Everyone comes together. All right, now tell me you miss me instead, everybody. Timmies?
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, dude. It's weird. Weird times. Today I went to the laundromat because I needed to. So, and still I've only driven here a few times. I think I'm up to 10 now, which is good. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I think I'm up to 10 times that I've driven in the past 6 months in this city. Which cool. But like I said, we have washer and dryer in the building, but they're like coin laundry. And then I went but I went over to the store to get change a few days ago. And I was like, hey, can I just get a few quarters or whatever? And they're like, yeah, we only have so many quarters. And I was like, okay, can I just get change for these? And they're like, yeah, I can only give you like 6 quarters, but maybe come back later and I can get you some more quarters. It's like you want me to make an appointment to come back and get more quarters. Anyway, so I was able to do like 1 load of laundry that day. And finally, like last night, Anna was like, dude, like the laundry is so piled up right now. We really need to do something about it. I was like, I'll just go to the laundromat in the morning.
Yeah.
So I did. And the laundromat I went to is across the street from a video store. Did I tell you about this place?
Oh.
Yeah, there's
no.
a video store. It's called Videodrome. And like the David Cronenberg movie that I watched after we visited Videodrome, because I was like, oh, I know of that movie and I'm going to watch it. And you know what? I don't really like Videodrome. Like, the movie is weird. I don't know. I'm not a big Cronenberg guy, I guess. I've seen a couple of his things. I like The Fly, whatever.
Mhm.
But it was a really weird thing. And it also has like a weird stink on it because James Woods is the lead, and James Woods has just like gone off the deep end. That dude is out of his freaking mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't look up his Twitter, or do if you want to be just disappointed and never watch Hercules again.
Oh. I will find.
Anyway,
Lord.
so video store, and I was gonna go over there. Like, I've been in there once, but I was gonna go in today, but they weren't open yet. And then I was like, okay, they open in an hour, and my laundry will be done around that time. I'll go in just for a little while. And then once I got done, I'm like pulling it out of the dryer, and I just like decided like fold it, or I could just like stuff it all in this bag and then race home. Then it's like already there, and I can just hang stuff up and hold it there. So I'm like, okay. So I just like forwent the Videodrome, because I can just go back if I want to.
Yeah, but that's cool.
I got enough DVDs here, probably still, and everything is streaming. Everything is streaming except for Videodrome. Yeah, Videodrome was streaming at some point. That's when I watched it. So Videodrome should have a movie called Streaming.
Hey, Jameson.
What's up?
Do you want to get to a game?
Oh yeah, let's get to a game. This is a game, of course, that we like to call All right, of course, the way this game works is we are going to show a character that Drew has drawn, and then we're going to ask you questions. We'll probably answer some of them if you don't pipe up when we ask you to answer the questions. I almost got mean. I don't need to be mean.
I was going to say, that's exactly how you get audience reaction.
Hey, you assholes.
Audience reaction.
I just want to, we should start selling t-shirts that are just like a panel from just like a screenshot of the show where I'm just like being shitty and you're just like doing damage control. like, hey, no, I just realized that's the cat meme, isn't it? I'm just like yelling and you're just like, there's no reason for this. Anyway, the way this works is that we'll show you a character that Drew has drawn, and then we're going to ask questions and flesh him out as a character. I already showed guy from last week, Mr. Mikey Two Mouths over here. Let's go ahead and get to our guy. Here he is, right there. We'll throw him down in a corner. I'm pretty sure I saw this guy in our walk to dump our compost earlier, actually. Don't know for sure, but it is quite possible.
He's weirdly the most human character I've done in a while.
I can see that. Let's see here. Excuse me. What is this character's name? Timies, seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, fortnights, months, years, decades, centuries, millennium, eons. Where's eons in there? Is that a specific amount of time, or is it just supposed to be like a lot of time?
I'm sure there is a specific number, but I do not know.
Well, I'll Google it. How much is an eon? All right, let's see here. Okay. An eon has a number of meanings in astronomy. An eon refers to 1 billion years, but it also refers to a very long, unspecified period of time or specific geological stages of the Earth. So both. It
Mhm.
is both a long time that is specific, and it is also a non-specific. Okay, this man's name is Grinelson Boglesby. Very nice. Thank you, Anna. This is Grinelston Boglesby, of course. Anna, did you see that guy on the walk too when we were walking to take our compost? I'm pretty sure we saw Grinelson Boglesby when we were out. What is their job? Well, if it is the same Grinelson Boglesby that I saw today, his job is standing next to a creepy looking truck and looking like he wants to murder you. But this guy looks friendlier. So probably not that.
Oh god, they're always murderers.
There's so many. Well, no, I'm talking about a real person I saw in the world that reminds me of this probably fine gentleman here that's probably not a murderer, but he has cool ass shoes. Look how cool those shoes are.
Right? I kept going
Yeah.
back and forth and like doing different color versions of him,
Uh-huh.
but each time I was like, I gotta add those shoes back.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think like I kind of noticed them at first, and then I just like looked down and was like, man, those are bright as hell. Those are so cool, man. I want those shoes. I am at a weird point where this is the oldest pair of shoes I have now, and I
Oh,
love
really?
these shoes. Yeah, I love these shoes. Well, I have a pair of Adidas over there that I need to get rid of because I got holes in the bottom of them, but I still have them. But like I can't wear them outside because it gets wet and stuff, and then my socks are wet, and then I just feel sad. Nothing makes you feel sad quicker than getting your socks all wet.
Right.
You know, that's as the immortal bard once quoth. Okay. Anyway,
Something or another.
yeah. So it's weird because like then I just wear these shoes all the time, which I like a lot. I got just like 2 other pairs of shoes that are just waiting in this box over here.
Nice.
Loy. Like I got those Simpsons ones that look like a Quickie Mart. Those are pretty.
Those are dope. Bring those out. Those are dope.
Oh yeah, they're close over here. I can do that.
I'm just gonna do more stuff in like the same pink that I. Why the heck not? And this fella's wearing a pink shirt now. Doesn't matter. So, how are you doing?
That's good. These right there. Let's wait as you box still. Okay. I haven't looked at them in a little while. These are so sweet. Look at this. Aren't those sick as hell?
Cool.
They've got the little the squishy thing on the end there.
Nice. Is there anything cool at the bottom?
No.
Puh.
I feel like I stepped on something right about there.
Are they glow in the dark?
Not like strictly, no. I don't think so. Maybe they are. Here, I'll leave them next to this lamp for a little while and then we'll test it out.
Nice. I'm unnecessarily excited.
About them being glow in the dark, or about me putting them next to a lamp? Oh, nice. You're going to put those next to a lamp? Oh, my God.
He finally agreed to my segment, putting shit by the lamp.
I love it. All right, what's this man's job, Drew? What do you think? Cool shoe. He's a cool shoe collector. Oh, maybe that's what he did. Maybe like sells cool shoes. He like collects them and then sells them. Like I have these, and the reason I've held on to them for so long is I thought and like tried to keep them pristine or whatever. Is like I wore them a couple times, but I'm like the resale value on shoes is pretty good, right?
It's insane, yeah.
You know, but those are so cool. I don't like want to get rid of them. So But yeah, really, really cool shoes that may or may not glow in the dark. We will find out soon enough. But I think that guy over there, whose name I already forget because it was complicated.
Grinslin Boglesby.
Grinelson Boglesby. I think he is a shoe reseller. Is that good? Yeah, he's a shoe reseller.
What do you think the like fancy title of that would be?
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Orthopedic redistributor.
This is a dumb one. I'm gonna say it anyway, but yours is better. This doesn't make any sense. Foothouse realtor. Like, that's not even funny. It's just funny that my brain thought a foothouse realtor was like a good answer. Hey, he's a foothouse realtor, you know.
Of course, one of those.
What do I got to do to get you into a pair of these things? That can't be what he sounds like. That's that guy that tries the sauces. Hey, what kind of sauce is that? Remember him a couple episodes back?
Yeah.
Hey, let me try it. Good times. All right,
And
where do you
know
think
what we're talking about? Go see other episodes.
Yeah,
of this
go
show.
back to episode 90. Just watch the zeros. Watch episode 0, which is not available. Watch episode 10 and episode 20. I had to think of what came after that in the 10s. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Tell us the difference. Tell us which one's your favorite decade. That's what we'll call them, Drew. Every 10 episodes is a decade. We've been doing this for 100 years almost. Yep. Whole century. All right. Where does this man live? He lives in the back of a bowling alley.
Oh.
Yep.
He's really got a thing for shoes.
He does. Yeah, no, that's his other job. Like, that's how it's like he smuggles shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's the trick. That's like the heist, you know, like he rents you out your shoes or whatever. And when you're like too busy bowling, he takes your cool shoes and he puts them someplace else. But he does it invisible because he's got his own invisibility shoes that make everything above it invisible.
Right.
I am adding too many layers to this guy. All right. And that's where he lives, and that's what he does. I had to just make him dishonest. He looks like a nice guy. I just went ahead and made him like a creepy little thief.
Everyone's always an asshole in this game.
Yeah. I made him a creepy thief. Yeah, he wasn't creepy before, but now he sniffs the shoes. Now he's creepy. So sorry about that. What does he eat? Simply pretzels from
the concession stand.
Yeah, from the concession stand, just pretzels, but he like has his own cheese shipped in to the bowling alley. You know, they're like, "Oh, we got cheese sauce," and he's like, "No, please, I prefer the finer things."
I've brought my own.
And then he like pulls out a little like charcuterie board and he slices off some brie, and then he just uses his hands to wrap it around a soft pretzel. Like, this guy is crazy. Fucking Greggle Colston Boglesby.
That
guy over there. This dude.
The guy, the thing this time with the thing.
What? Yeah, this guy with the thing and the Argerston. Better go speak. What is his dream? His dream is to own these may or may not be glow in the dark shoes.
Oh.
Yeah. So don't let him see them because he'll come to my house.
And he's a thief of shoes.
A little bit of shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll throw on his invisibility sneaks and he'll come to my house.
Man.
Yeah. I think if we're like giving this dude down here life, we should probably come up with some sort of a failsafe so he doesn't steal my shoes. Just in case.
If you can say his name, he melts, never to return. But his agonizing scream, I imagine, is going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
So he's just like Mr. Mentalplex from DC.
Mr. Mixoplexix or something.
Politicals. I forget.
Comic books are stupid.
Comic books are stupid.
I
But he's
love
like
it.
that. He's like that mixed with the Nazi dude from Indiana Jones. Like it's like if you say his name, he will just melt violently. Oh my god! All right, well, the good thing I'll just have to memorize his name. Who do you think his favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan is?
Probably RZA.
Just because that's like everyone's answer.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I think-
That's why, because he doesn't know. So he's like, that one. Because the first time somebody asked them that, he was like, Drake?
Oh no! Oh my god! That is the next supercut we need to make. Just like everyone's answer to that question. See how many people were just like,
Oh, guttural noises, you know.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, another thing. Oh wait, no, we didn't get to this question. Boom. What does he sound like? I did a couple different voices for him there, but I
You
didn't
did a
settle.
couple different voices. So
Yeah. I did the one voice of the guy who just wants to try that sauce. Hey, let me get a try that sauce, which is not right. And I think, do you think it is more upper crust as I was describing before with this whole Brie situation?
I think that it's like gruffer, but
Oh.
like more like defined and less like playful.
Oh, gruffer.
Like, you got shoes.
You've got shoes. Does he eat British? Should
He could be. It doesn't matter. This game doesn't make any sense.
Got shoes, don't you? Got some bloody shoes on your feet? Well, I've come to steal them.
Look at that.
See, you've got some little houses for sale on your feet.
Well, it just so happens that I am a foothouse realtor. What will it take to get you into this pair of Mary Janes?
Oh my god. This guy, I just want this guy and the sauce guy to just be roommates now. That's what I want.
Maybe they were at one point in time. Except
Hey,
it
let me
was
try
like,
that
it
sauce.
was like the Odd Couple, where it's like, oh, one is messy, and one you just don't want to have a conversation with because he's just going to go off the deep end.
All right. The
James
answer
is
is
gone.
they do not glow in the dark.
Bummer. But hey, we tried.
We did. We tried. I tried really hard to make them glow in the dark, but they don't. Well, boy, howdy, those are some cool shoes. Yeah. Oh.
I appreciate y'all watching. as
Yeah.
we're trying to bounce from thing to thing.
Yeah. Sorry about my ADHD bouncing. All right. What do we got? It says realtors are called estate agents in Britain. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm a foot estate agent, and I'm here to sell your foot estate.
But sir, they're not for sale.
Yeah, they are if you ask me.
Well, no one asked you, sir.
sit down and give me them tabbies.
Give me them tappies. I love that.
Sit down and give me those tappies. Why can't you do a little tip tap right here for us, huh? Demonstrate the Foot Estate's treasures.
I don't know what to fucking do anymore.
What is
Who is
happening
this?
anymore?
It's like Jason Statham like ate a bag of rocks. Like, what is-
Hello. Let me look at that Foot Estates and try to sell them. I'm a Foot Estate agent.
Speaking of weird British stuff, like Ted Lasso's coming back. I watched the
Yeah.
new trailer today. Very excited about that. I think they say this is gonna be their last
shameless
season.
work plug. Jenny's Ice Cream has like a Ted Lasso inspired biscuits with the boss, and it is awesome.
Yeah, I
I
haven't tried it, but like you were
of it
telling me, but I'm
today.
excited.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What else? It's like
Biscuits. Right.
biscuits.
Some bloody biscuits.
I see. If you say bloody with a word, it sounds like a food word. It sounds way more fucked up. You know.
Oh, bloody hell.
That's fine.
Bloody
Mhm.
biscuits.
Keep your blood out of my biscuits, old man.
That just sounds like British cuisine.
Bloody biscuits.
Like, oh yeah, bloody biscuits. That's just
We
that's
have a
just what you
full
eat for breakfast.
breakfast. We got a blood sausage. We got blood pancakes. Top it off with a bloody tea and some bloody biscuits.
That voice is actually really fun to do. Oh my god. Here we are. I'm taking a look at this tapestry. Man, now I'm just gonna be British all day. I'm just gonna be going back and forth.
Yeah,
And this guy,
I get it.
this guy's way more unassuming. I think everything is fine. I had no intention of stealing your shoes.
When I watch like The Sopranos or Goodfellas or something, I always start like enunciating like mom, like
Oh my god, yeah, you can't die, right?
right. The second that I started watching it with Cam, I was like, oh, this is definitely going to change my vocabulary.
Yeah, you can't stop. Like, especially like Polly Walnuts
Mm,
or Big Pussy.
yeah.
It's like you can't help but just talk like that a little bit sometimes.
You
All right, let's
just-
take a look at Drew's tapestry.
you forget.
Boom, Hawking ice cream. I love that. There's me looking angry and you doing damage control. Part of this is balanced. The balanced breakfast.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah, I meant to write the word breakfast, but then I got distracted with something else.
Yeah. You got the party down pink tie over there.
Mhm.
Right? And this man is spraying some graffiti.
Yeah, that's the goat I tried to draw.
All right. He just
So I
walking
decided that he's trying to power wash it off.
I love that, dude. That's so good. What's for sale here? Oh yeah,
The shoe estate.
Yeah.
I'd like to get you into a nice pair of sneakers. Get you into some trainers for you and your family.
I couldn't figure out how to say family in an English accent.
Your family.
Yep.
Your bloody family.
Anyway, thank you, Timies, for tuning in to Plus Time. We love you. As always, validate us. As always, put your hands for Drew Rogers. Put your hands for me, Jameson Rogers. Put your hands for Cameron Rogers, Nana Kopkova. Put your hands for your ding dang selves, everybody. And also for the guy
Whose name is Gwynelson Boglesby.
put your hands where Grinelson Boglesby, and maybe he won't try to steal your shoes off your feet. And, you know,
Move a couple of orphans into them.
now he's just doing charity situations.
I'm just trying to get some orphans into these shoes. You
You
look
see,
like
he's
you've got
becoming
other
more. It's
confessions.
more
Yeah.
of like a Robin Hood situation.
Exactly. He's getting more and more sympathetic as we go. Like by the end of this, he'll be running for president if we don't just stop this now. So this is all on me. Thank you again for tuning in to Plus Time, and we'll see you next week.
I-
This is Mixlaw Production. This is Mixlaw Production.